Shalom. All
by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. This is my wild mission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, while wild missions affiliate camp. I just want to go into the fact that it's about to go down.
What's going on, guys?
It's about to go down. So time has basically ran out. Okay, and it's down to the last second, man, of this place. All right. Warnings have went out by the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord. Okay, some people took heed, some people haven't. Okay, nobody won't have any excuse in the world. Okay, the warnings that went out from Yahweh. Okay, what these different events that's been happening. Okay, and the weather, everything has went out. All the warnings have been gone, have went out throughout the four corners of the world. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out this video and bring out some scriptures. All right.
Guys, it's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Monday, March 31st, 2025, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. Right now it is 16:30 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from the Middle East. So in case you missed the big news yesterday, Trump threatened to severely bomb Iran if they don't come to the negotiating table with their nuclear program. And this morning, in response to that, Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, said that the U.S. would suffer a heavy blow if it bombed Iran. Okay, so the supreme leader of Iran, the Ayatollah Khamenei, saying that the U.S. would suffer a heavy blow. Now, over the weekend, the Iranians threatened to strike the Gulf of America, which they called the Gulf of Mexico, and they put out a warning to all U.S. bases in the Middle East, including bases in Turkey and other allied nations, that they would potentially be hit by missiles in a retaliatory strike. And the Iranians also threatened to bomb Diego Garcia or strike it with missiles, where we currently have 7 B-2 stealth bombers sitting on the tarmac waiting for the order from Trump to bomb Iran's nuclear sites. Now, in order to bomb Iran's nuclear sites, they're going to need those stealth bombers because that's the only platform capable of delivering the conventional bunker buster, the massive ordnance penetrator, which can penetrate 200 feet of concrete, and it's equipped with a smart fuse that can sense voids underground and automatically detonate, so it can sense when it penetrates deep enough to reach a bunker or a tunnel, and then it detonates. Okay, and right now, this afternoon, we have a U.S. presidential doomsday plane up in the air that went from D.C. to Offutt Air Base, which is home of U.S. Strategic Command. This is extremely serious. This means that potentially Trump himself or Hegseth or Vance were moved to Offutt Air Base on a doomsday plane. And they typically only do that when they're getting ready to launch some kind of an operation, because Strategic Command is the most important command in the U.S. military. It commands everything. Okay, so
All right. So as you can see, they getting riled up. Okay, Iran, U.S. Okay. So Psalms 119, 126. It is time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law. Okay, and that's these heathens and children of Israel. Okay, everybody basically has made his void law. It's time for him to work. Okay, all right. Joel 3 and 10. Okay, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Who is the weak? Okay, these Middle Eastern nations. Okay, these nations that the U.S. once had a foothold over and a foothold on. Okay, okay, so they're ready to fight. They're ready to strike. You heard what he said. They're threatening to send a warning shot out to the Gulf of Mexico, which has been recently renamed the Gulf of America. Okay, and that's around Florida, Texas, the Panhandle area down that way, Alabama, Louisiana. All right, that's that body of water down there. Okay, and plus they said they could strike the Garcia Island. Okay, where the bombers are at. All right, so you know they're pissed off now. Okay, all right. Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, and like we're saying, this is going to make Iran and the U.S. This is going to make the third world war, go hot, super hot, quick. Okay, so these things are happening. All right, and the 2/3. Let me be clear. The 2/3 and the heathen have made void thy law, okay? The Most High's law, okay? Completely. All right, so the Lord's about to bring out his armory, okay? And he's about to go to work, all right? We want the Lord to hurry up and work, okay? And you heard what he said. This can happen around like April, okay? April Fools and around this time. And like I was telling you, this thing about 90 days that I got back in January, okay, up and that was leading up into April. A lot of things was supposed to happen in April. The rollback. Then you got this protests that 2/3 are sitting out that they're trying to be baited into um, exercising and protesting, but the 2/3 can see that it's a trap by the Edomites, by the whites. Okay, so there it's a lot of stuff that's about to take off, man. A lot of stuff. Any day now. All right? Any day now. All right. So, as a watchman, as a man of the Lord, servant of the Lord, I'm going to continue to watch, and so are other men uh, from GMS, starting with the apostles and elders and bishops all the way down. Okay. Everybody's watching. Okay. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, so man, this thing and can happen quick. Okay, and remember we had all the blood moons. The Lord has sent out plenty of warnings from people, from this weather, from different events, shaking up, earthquakes, and nobody. These plane incidents I've been reporting on, other men have been reporting on. The warning has went out. There will not be no excuse uh, why um, you haven't gotten it, or people or people in different lands haven't got it. It's no excuse because this truth, everything has went out to warn everybody. Okay, so this is why it's about to be so bad. Okay, a time like never before. All right, so with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Shalom.